What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete.
These my dollars make it hurt.
Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related. If that tickles your fancy, hit that subscribe button, sit back, and enjoy the video. Now, guys, as you probably can tell by the thumbnail, we are finally going to try to post up these here orchids. Now, if you've been following me for a while, then you probably know that I've been trying to do this for a while now. I've been doing a little research on it. Still doesn't seem too hard, but where they are going, you already should know. It's very humid, I would say, so I don't have to really worry about things drying out as much, rather. So, what I decided to do was, again, use one of these here pieces of wood. As you can see here, I went ahead, this here is actually sphagnum moss that I put inside of the crevices, as you probably can see there. I'm going to put plants in there as well, but we're going to just basically tie these down to this here wood. And this wood, I don't know if I want to hang it up in there or if I want to just have it propped up on a table or in a corner or hanging. I don't know yet, but I did want to try it out and see how they fare. Now, you guys definitely remember this one here. She has been growing, needs a little water, so we're not going to pay any attention to that. But nothing but sphagnum moss, and I did tie her with my trusty fishing line, which I did cut already to make this a lot quicker. But we know how that is. But yeah, the area roots have been sticking to the wood. I did, as I said, pre-pull some of those off. I did get some plants that I did want to use. This is my Silver Queen, I think. Epipernum, I think so. And then I also have some Hoyas as well. These Hoyas are going to go down in the crevices of this here piece of wood. And then I also have these here that you may have seen already, which I'm pretty sure needs water as well. But I'm pretty sure you've seen these already. They did have pretty blooms on it. This one had the blue, and this one is like a candy apple. I don't know if you can see that. This one is like the blue, and this one is like the candy red color. But again, rescues, wanted to save them. Seeing the flowers was magnificent. But anyway, we're going to try to get these out of here. I probably should have had this here part prepped, because these are in here. Oh, wait. I don't want to break or snap any roots, but I know that this is kind of sort of packed down in here. So what we're going to do is try to see, well, yeah, it's coming out. It's going to be a lot of sphagnum moss here, but I'm trying to untighten it around the edges. I did stuff it. Not gonna say I didn't, but yeah, I stuffed the rim with, well, it's full with sphagnum moss, but I did stuff the rim to give it a tighter fit so it wouldn't rock, anything of that nature. So, all right, guys, correction, it was filled with perlite and vermiculite, so the top portion was just sphagnum moss. But with that being said, there was some root rot, which I can understand because of the vermiculite. You guys know it holds water, but yeah, all these were good, I can tell you, before I put them in, but now they're not so good. But orchids are very forgiving. That I do know firsthand. Is that leaf? Yeah, I might go ahead and take this leaf off, but they are very forgiving. As I know by this here, which again, I got off clearance. It was literally about dead. And that was maybe a year ago, give or take. But yeah, what I'm going to do is come in here. Now, I thought for a second, well, maybe it was dry, but feeling that, when I start feeling the vermiculite, yeah, even these, the roots that are rotted off on here. They still have a little moisture on them, so that let me know exactly. Whoa, excuse me. They let me know exactly that it wasn't the water, which I was hoping for, it being thirsty. But yeah, so I had a top coating, as you can see, of my trusty sphagnum moss. Let me take this here host off, because this stalk is going to eventually die anyway. But I had a, come on, there we go. Yeah, it's for the flower, guys. I had sphagnum moss on top, and with that sphagnum moss, you know that it's dry. All right, let's call it what it is. And I was thinking that it needed, well, at one point it did need water, to be honest with you, and I may have overdid it, forgetting that the bottom is nothing but vermiculite and perlite in a closed dish, a vase, a vase, however you want to go with that. And yeah, that seems to happen. So kind of glad that I am trying this here terrarium. At least what's on here that is trying to rot will definitely dry out. Even though, as I said before, that they will be sitting in semi moist conditions. But yeah, this thing was full of roots. I mean, full of roots. But as you can see, this is what's left. Yeah. Let's move on to the other one here, which I don't think, this one fared a lot better than the other one over there compared to root damage. I can tell, well, once these stems die off, I definitely won't be able to tell which one is which unless I go in and label them, which to me is not that serious. So that won't be happening. But this one here was that pretty blue one. You normally go to like your grocery stores, like the Kroger or your Walmart or some flower shops and even some convenience stores. Anyway, you'll see them in there, and they're like this pretty blue color. I couldn't honestly tell you what color they are, but okay, let's do this, because this is not going to happen today. But let's do this so you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, it comes in this pretty blue color that I just fell for, because again, you really don't see too many flowers or plants that are blue, well, at least not that color blue. So yeah, I don't know if it was dyed that color blue or not, but guys, that is a pretty, oh crap, I just broke a root, a fresh one. That is one pretty blue color. But I'm pretty sure most of you, I'm definitely pretty sure most of you have seen it, and probably said that was entirely too much for an orchid. They run maybe like $30-something if you're getting, well, I don't even think they're like the rare kind. These are definitely not rare. I mean, they come in different colors. I don't know if the color makes it rare, but yeah. Yeah, they're kind of expensive, like $30-something for it, and you're only really paying for the bloom, which don't last too long if they're not in prime growing conditions. I do know how to grow these, and I do know how to get them to flower. If you guys have been following me, there we go. Fresh root cut. If you guys have been following me, I got this one to root, not root, to flower once or twice. Twice, if I'm not mistaken. So easy to flower. They just need really bright light to encourage the blooms to get, oh, there it is. To encourage the blooms to get on there. Other than that, very easy. As you definitely can tell, try not to overwater them. Definitely prone to root rot. This is why I want to try to connect them to this here post. Simply, so I don't overwater them, and I just thought it might look cool. So let's go ahead and get started. It took me days, you guys, to figure out what end I wanted to use on this here board, or wood rather, just because of the angling, what side I wanted to use, how I wanted to have it or hang it or whatever the case may be. But I did decide to go with this way. Yeah, you can't see all of it, but I was anchoring for this way. I still don't know yet because I haven't started, to be honest with you. And I might go this way. Yeah, I might go this way. I don't know, because I wanted to put my orchids. See, I wanted to put my orchids at the top, and yeah. So once I go ahead and put one of these on here, there's really no turning back because of. Let's go ahead and get this one off too. Simply because of I'm keeping my sphagnum moss, but not this here twain. Because of how they're going to grow, like up and down, basically. So once I get that aspect out of the way, then there's no going back on that end. I probably should have did this off camera too, because this is a joke. I wanted to, when I did this, I wanted to make sure that if it did grow, it was growing, but if it grew, then the weight wouldn't push it off or anything, or the roots wouldn't push away or push at this here board, which, as you can see, again, some of these have been growing inside of the wood, you guys. And then I also love seeing fresh roots as well. Let's see, can we pop these off without breaking? Don't break. Yeah, this is grew down inside the freaking wood. Like, they found the funniest spots to grow. I guess that's with any root, huh? Come on. Okay, I can't do that because I'm snapping roots. So this root just might have to go, which sucks, but it's a nice, healthy root as well. Oh no, it popped out, you guys. Ha, got it. Well, there's some root stuck down in there, but this is what it was sitting on. And here, well, it's on the back side. So I might just keep that, honestly, on there so I don't have to pick through it and work it up that way. Yeah, let's do it this way. I also need to figure out where I want to place this Snow Queen as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sphagnum moss. Hopefully that's better. Anyway, yeah, if I get this on here, I just need to get it in a spot so that the roots can go inside of this here board or latch on fairly quickly. Which, I mean, I can tease it so that it does grow, you know, inside of this here wood. Whoa, don't fall over on me. But then I also have to make sure that it's on the front side, which is... Alright, so what we're going to try and do here, you guys, is figure out how we want to attach this here, which is what I'm thinking there. Right there. And this also has the root ball wrapped into sphagnum moss as well. All right, so what I'm using here, of course, is fishing line, which works a lot better, if you ask me, simply because of the durability of this here stuff. All right, so let's grab her, and we're going to place her here, have her growing up that way, if that's the front. Correct. Simply, you guys, what we're going to do is attach... Whoa, okay, we're going to attach this here Snow Queen to the post. So now what I need to do is turn it so you guys can see what is going on. Whoa, all right. So now I have to work through the left hand. There we go. One more. And then I'm going to tie it off. There we go. And the only thing now I have to worry about is, I would say, tying this here down to There we go. Tying this here down to the wood. Let's turn it. Okay, I figured that was going to come off anyway. All right, guys, so what I would do is once I have this piece tied down, I will be right back. All right, guys, so what I've done was attach her to this here pole here, of course. Again, not really worried about this here kind of fishing wire, simply because it will not be on here long at all. Once they catch on, then as you know, like by the rest of my plants, I usually go ahead and cut the string off and allow it to do what it wants to do. But as for now, I definitely have to keep this thing moist, this here wood moist. But anyway, let's go ahead to the next step. What I'm going to do now, let's go ahead and work with one of these here orchids. Let's turn, you guys see, there we go. We're going to go ahead and try to work with an orchid. I have this one, which is already kind of set, which I could wrap there, or they both have. Nah. Then I have this one. I'm definitely going to keep the flower stalks on here. They usually drain the energy out of these here stalks, in my case, and grow new ones, especially once they get the lighting and things that they're going to need to grow. So how I'm going to do this, you guys, we are going to figure it out. All right, so what I'm going to do, I can move this up some more. I'm gonna put this one here. I was thinking about putting a small one over in this direction, maybe up to the top like that. Not sure, but it blocks that trail. So I'm thinking about bundling them down at the bottom here. So, and then I also have this little guy here as well. So definitely, I could definitely go ahead and cut these flower stalks off, but they're not in the way. So, well, yeah, let's go ahead and cut these stalks off. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna just let them dry or whatever they do and go from there. My flush side so that it sits a lot closer. Well, I have some pressure on it. I was saying so it sits a lot closer to the surface of this here wood. But what I'm going to do now is tie these here down, you guys, and I'll be right back again. All right, guys, so as you can see, I did get all of them on here, or the orchids. I would definitely give you guys a pan once I get through. It's looking nice so far. It's looking nice so far. So what the last thing I have to do now is that I'm going to add these here Hoyas. The Hoya Curtia, I had to get it. Yeah, Hoya Curtia. I just went back to my Curtia pot and cut some cuttings off. These here root fairly easy. I tried to get some cuttings that already had some arrow roots sticking out, kind of such like those. I got 4 cuttings, and as I said before, they're going to be nuzzled. Hopefully it doesn't fall so you guys can see. They're going to be nuzzled down in like this. There we go. On there like that. So, we're going to get these here on, and we're going to do it the same way how I did the rest of them. I'm going to, well, you know what? I could actually, what I'm doing now is nuzzle these down in here under the spag or with the sphagnum moss, but I'm not sure if they will stay or not. This one is doing okay, but yeah, I might do it like that. I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but I'll nestle these down in here, sphagnum moss and stuff. everywhere. All right, let's put that to the back. Okay, guys. So, as you can see there, well, they are nuzzled down in there. So what we're going to do, I don't know if I mentioned, but I do have 4 cuttings of this here Curtsii that we are going to root and let attach to this here pole, kind of like the rest of them. And again, I'm just going around and pushing these here ends inside of the crevices with sphagnum moss on top, or at least the ends on top. So one of the ends may root, but I'm pretty sure both ends will eventually root, and it will start to branch out and hopefully connect. Make sure it wasn't going anywhere. Connect to this here post and just trail itself basically up and down the post. Now what I'm definitely going to do when I get through with this, it's pretty warm out here today, so a little light won't hurt as long as it's out of the, I would say, direction or the way of the wind. It's very windy, which, you know, that wind chill will lay you out. So I'm going to I need to definitely water this down before taking her in her designated area. Oh, one more going down. But I will be have a spray bottle that I will be using to, of course, spray the sphagnum, because this was this stick was pre-packaged, if you was if you would say that, and it's super dry. All right, so we are done here, and this thing here turned out right. This part looks a little shaky, simply because of it has sphagnum moss on it, and the rest don't. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But we are through here, you guys. All right, so we are done here. This is what we came up with. Of course, don't pay attention to the wire. Oh, and again, you know, I definitely used the clear, but since I packed up everything, I do not know where it's at as of yet, but I will find it. I will definitely do a pan for you guys can see, especially once I get done spraying her down and sticking her in some sunlight. But yeah, that's it here, you guys, for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Also comment down below, let me know, have you tried to grow these kind of orchids like in a just bare root kind of situation? I do know that they grow on trees without any of this, you know, sphagnum moss or stuff like that. So they attach, latch, nutrients, and blah blah blah, flower, things of that such. Let me know if you tried this down in the comment section below. This is my first time. You guys know that I have talked about this a couple of times already, done some research, and seems fairly easy. All right, guys, this is the final setup here. Right now, she's out here getting some sun. So wait so you guys can see. She's out here getting some sun. I did water it, which is why the wood looks a little bit darker. Let me move out the way. There we go. And then I have down here my Silver Queen, but it turned out pretty nice. Definitely have to wait till these roots latch on so I can take that. There we go. So I can take that string off. But all in all, looks awesome. Let me know down in the comment section below. Everything that I do use here over in the channel, whether it's a tools or grow lights or whatever such, be down in the description box below. Go over and check those out. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. And cut. That's a wrap, guys. Good job, Pete. See you back here on set tomorrow.